Guess what day it is?
Julie.
Huh?
Julie.
Huh?
Guess what day it is? Julie.
Huh?
Julie.
Huh?
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
Anybody? Anybody?
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
Anybody? Anybody?
Mike.
Huh?
What day is it, Mike? Huh? Woo-hoo! Mike. Huh? What day is it, Mike? Huh? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Leslie, guess what today is? Leslie, guess what today is? Leslie, guess what today is? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Hump day!
It's hump day.
Hump day! Uh-oh. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Uh-oh. Mike. What day is it, Mike?
It's hump day.
Hump day!
It's hump day.
Hump day!
DJ
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? We are here. Sorry I actually took a day off yesterday. I was having a fucking toothache, and so I decided to take a day off. And so, yeah, we here. Oh my god, this was about to be just like me, I was about to be soy in this stream. Oh yeah, I got some more decorations and shit like that. So if you see, it's still spooky month, even though it's like Wednesday and, we have to do the hump day. Which is not really hump day for me. I had to work Saturday. Anyway. How's everybody been doing? Let me just close this. Just putting out the link and everything else. Starting a little bit earlier than normal. Yay. And yeah, how is everybody? I know I didn't upload anything yesterday. I don't know how that did not happen. I think I uploaded one too many on Monday. And yeah, I just wasn't feeling good. I think I got my lighting situation taken care of, so yeah, if you guys see the lighting thing, I can have less artifacting. So yeah, and yeah, I got I forgot to take my kink off. No, I'm joking. This is a dollar store decoration, which was really fucked up because I had to get my hand in it, but it's just really fucked up. So yeah, I do cheap dollar store shit, and yeah, that's why you see all the shit. So what's up, everybody? It has been a long week already, and I still have to work Saturday. But next Friday, I will be at the Anime Halloween. Let me just double check, make sure the shit is still available. I haven't bought everything because I'm waiting to see what's the result of my I'm seeing what's the result of what. Hold on one moment. I'm trying to see what's the result of it, and I really want to. I'm just gonna actually try to get them back. Anyway, how has everybody been? And it's been it's spooky month and shit like that, right? All right, so let's actually get into the videos. Let's get into the motherfucking videos. I don't know. I don't fucking know. All right. So we have one of our favorite punching bags, I guess. A little bit more than others. That's only because she's a fucking coward. But we have one of our favorite punching bags. We have our good friend here. And of course, I got to make sure I speed her up. we have Gothix. Yeah, I know. I know. I just did a video about her not too long ago. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I know. Just bear with me, because this was actually going to be interesting. So, just to let you know what I do when I actually get videos, basically what I do is this. I go through somebody's channel that, I've disagreed with and just listen to the shit. And then, like, I see 1 or 2 videos. So maybe, like, one day I release a video, another day I release another video. And so I saw this one and I thought this was interesting. I still can't get over the whole Guy Fawkes mask in conservative. I just don't. I just don't. She doesn't get the whole meaning of that. Like, Alan Moore will be turning over in his bed because he's still alive. Anyway, let's see what Gothix thinks love is, shall we?
Don't hurt me.
Oh, forgot to turn the volume up. Give me a second. Oh, this is gonna be harmful. Oh God. Let's go.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
No. Nah. All of the nope.
Don't hurt me. No more. I can't sing. I
Please.
try, but I can't sing.
Please.
Love is
Yes.
love. May
That's something that we agree on. You can't sing. Yes.
just be one of the dumbest phrases I've ever heard in my life, because how can anyone know what love is if they can't even define it? If love is love, then technically love can be anything. And if love can be anything, then who are we to say that physical abuse isn't love?
Is she going the whole Jordan Peterson? Well, what is or does do? No. That's not what the phrase is, Gothix. You know what it is. Love has no gender. But of course, yeah, sure. Let's go.
Or that a romantic relationship between a 30-year-old and a 5-year-old is in love. Or having...
Why do they always keep going to this bullshit of just because if gay people are allowed to get married and have relationships, then it always turns to pedophilia? Like, why is that a thing with them? They always go there because for some reason they have this whole idea that if, two people that are adult and consenting love each other, then all bets are off. Why? Why does your mind go there? You know what I see when I see two people that care about each other that are consenting adults? I say, I hope they don't get married because marriage is a trap. All right, let's go.
Relations with inanimate objects isn't love. No.
I mean, like, sometimes you gotta fuck the pocket pussy. Sometimes, guys, Bob is not your enemy. He's your teammate. I'm just saying, if you're a guy and your girlfriend has a Bob, man, you can do things with that woman. Okay, that's another story.
Seriously, if there isn't a standard to what love actually is, then how do we make the distinction between love and abuse, love and lust, love and infatuation?
I don't think a self-proclaimed new Christian should be having this argument. You don't want to have this argument. All right, let's. Oh, it's so many landmines and traps that she's gonna fall into. I know it is. Oh my God. Not a Christian. Not a Christian. A Christian shouldn't have this argument. Especially a new Christian. Let's go.
If the answer is, you just know because it's a feeling, then, boo-boo, we've got a problem.
Wait, isn't she in a relationship with a guy? Doesn't she say she have a fiance? Okay. What is love defined by you? Not what you gonna play to these right-wing idiots. What is a love defined by you, Gothix? Because that's the thing. It's defined by the person that's in that relationship. But let's go.
Because if we're going to define love as a feeling or a physical sensation, then we still need a standard in order to differentiate love from something entirely different. If we're relying on our own feelings and standards to define love, then...
a phrase that comes out of her life, her words. Oh wow, this idiocy is already broken me. If a phrase that comes out of her mouth is that, well, love is defined by God, I don't know what else to say. I really don't know what to say because all right, let's go.
Then how does someone know the love they feel in their current relationship is different from the love they felt the other 20 relationships they've been in?
You can have different types of love. You can actually love somebody. That's not what that is, woman. Okay, let's go.
I suspect most would say they simply fell out of love, but I don't think that's the case. In fact, I think the bigger issue is that so many people use this word with a false idea of what love actually entails. I mean, just think back to high school. I'm sure most of us either knew someone or could relate to being in love with a variety of different classmates, either at the same time or less than a week after breaking up with someone else.
Okay, so your understanding of what relationships are change and grow as you develop. What does that have anything? Why is this a subject that you're bringing up? Stop with the preamble bullshit to try to get to people to buy into what you're saying. State your thesis and go on. But let's go.
Like that actually happened to me or anything. Or what about couples who just...
You didn't finish school. You stated that you didn't finish school. All right, let's go.
Justify getting married just because they're in love. How do they know?
Wait, isn't she engaged? Doesn't she have a boyfriend? I'm so confused. Okay, let's go.
They're making a good decision if they're going solely based on feelings. Now, I'm not saying that being in love isn't important for marriage, but what I am saying is that if you have a false idea of what love entails, then how would one know if they're making the right decision? This is why love needs a standard. Without a standard, how can any...
If that standard is God, I swear to God, I'm going to destroy the shit out of that point. I'm going to destroy the shit out of that point. She bet not say that standard is God. She bet not. Like, if she's grifting to say the standard is God, I'm going to destroy the shit out of her point. Because as somebody who grew up in religion, who actually watched the shit, and I still have Christian friends that watch my shit, and they understand that I've evaluated Christianity and a lot of other these different myths and legends that we see. If she says the standard is God, I'm going to destroy the shit out of her. I hope not, because you're going to see me going for fedora tipping, edgy atheist. But let's go.
Anyone with a discerning mind know if they're actually experiencing love. By the way, this also applies to non-romantic relationships as well. Expressing love towards a friend or a family member doesn't mean I'm in love with them as I would be with my husband. But again, without a constant standard, what is it that I'm actually trying to convey? Let's put this in perspective for you. Before I grew my audience on YouTube, I used to be a Twitch streamer, and I'll never forget the time I went to TwitchCon and was approached by a bunch of people who were so excited to meet me and take photos with me, but not
before I switch, before she grifted. Before she became even more of a grifter. But let's go.
Not before expressing how much they loved me. Again, it's okay to love someone.
So you're taking advantage of the fact that, yes, in the English language, words are polysemous, have multiple meanings. And it can denote different things. Like, literally, and this is, again, going back to, like, you know, there have been other languages that use different words, like, for love, like agape, Philippi, or like it's this brotherly love, romantic love. There have been different words for love because the English language is so fucking broken. We have one word that can mean multiple different things, can have multiple different connotations. That's why context is important. But let's continue.
One that you're not intending on being romantic with, but without a standard, how can we understand what these people actually meant? Long story short, the more I became vocal about my political convictions, the more my existing audience started to turn on me. It eventually...
Because they don't agree with you. It's not... Okay, so I've seen this shit before too. Where people say, you love me, so you have to accept everything that I say and do. That's not how that works. That's not... And if that's what you're judging love by, Gothix, you have a fucked up perception. But let's go. Let's go.
Eventually became popular to hate and publicly condemn me as anti-black, transphobic, racist, pretty much any insult you can think of. So in retrospect, did they really love me? Or did they love the feeling of self-importance and relevancy that they got from saying, OMG, I met Gothix, she's like my BFF?
No wonder she never made it as an actress. I'm sorry. Like, she's not a good actress. She's not. Like, I hate to say it like that. She's not a good actress. But let's go. Let's go.
If you truly love someone, would you stop loving them over a difference of opinion?
Depends on what that difference of opinion is, yes.
Some people would say yes, while others, like myself, would say no.
Something tells me that she would be an abuse apologist. I mean, like, besides the shit that she's saying right now and being a Christian. But let's go. Let's go.
And that is the problem. Because without a constant standard that defines love, it can mean anything to anyone at any time. And that...
The same thing with happiness, sadness, exuberance, motherfucking... Oh my God. Oh my God. I hate to sound like a flat earther, but it's about perspective. What you would call love, what somebody else won't call love. That's just the nature of humans. That's how humans work. But, okay. Again, almost 4 minutes into this video, and it's a preamble. What are you trying to... Like, goddamn. Is it a fucking rest stop between where we're at and the point? Let's get to it.
That's actually quite dangerous. Because if loving someone means to be in agreement with them, then that would mean hate would equal disagreements. And this is the same...
Oh, it's conservative victim blaming. Oh, well, you disagree with me, so you hate me. Like, do you hear this shit? Like, literally, you are being a victim right now. You disagree with me, so you hate me? Like, what? How? Because you disagree with somebody. Because love means agreeing, and disagreeing, love means agreeing. So that means disagreeing means hate. Means that I'm a victim when you disagree with me. She's already played up the victim card already. Well, when I change my political views for more fame, people stop saying that they love me. Let's continue.
Narrow way of thinking that's polluting today's culture. You're so hateful because you won't call that man a woman. You're so hateful because you voted for the other side. You're so hateful because insert disagreement here.
No, stop. Because that's not why people call you hateful. It's the derogatory, hating people for things that they cannot change about themselves that you're hateful. Stop trying to water this shit down. You're so hateful because you voted for somebody who literally categorized people as rapists and murderers and then say, well, I guess some of them are good people. That's why. There are reasons. Just because your brain is too fucking small to figure it out doesn't mean that there aren't legitimate reasons. You're just too stupid or too short of an attention span to actually pay attention. But let's go.
Ironically, the end result of this will cause the accuser to actively spread hate themselves because they've conflated love and hate as a result of not using a constant standard that...
Nobody thinks that way. Nobody. Children think that way. If you don't let me get my cookies, then you must hate me. If you make me go to bed, you must hate me. Children think that way. As a matter of fact, my child didn't think that way as a young child. But these conservative dipshits and their fucking thought leaders, oh, they hate you because they disagree with you. And so they want to put you in camps. So we need to put them in camps first. No, this is the fucking logic that they go down. That because they fucking hate me, because they disagree with me, then they must hate me. And because they must hate me, they're going to do something to me. And because they're going to do something to me, I have to do something to them first. That's what is going on. And she's feeding into this bullshit. She's trying to set her audience up as a victim. But let's continue.
Differentiates the two. Now, when I say constant standard, what I mean by this is having a clear definition that never changes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, as some of us have come to realize these last couple of years, official definitions do not qualify as constant standards.
Because words evolve, language evolves to what we need it for. Don't start that. Don't start that. Oh, okay. Let's go.
Because definitions can apparently change over time depending on who or what the new definition benefits.
It's called language. Do you think that language has always been the same thing everywhere with every people? Are you that fucking stupid, Gothix? Are you that dumb to think that language has not evolved at all? Look. Let me introduce you to a person called Michael Jackson. He made a song, "I'm Bad." That wasn't saying that he was bad. Well, he was bad in some other ways, but that was saying that he is good. He is outstanding. That means it was a play on the word bad, and then people started using it as, man, that's a bad looking cop, in a positive way. We know this shit. What is your problem? All because you want to get some points on transgenders or gay people. You want to score some points that you want to act this ignorant. Act. But let's go.
You can see this with how Google changed the definition of fetus by removing the word baby in order to desensitize pro-choice advocates from feeling empathy after taking a human life.
Wait. When did Google change the definition of fetus? Did Google change the definition of fetus, or did Merriam-Webster? Like, hold on. Okay. And this is gonna play into the shit. Merriam-Webster. Google is just a search engine, you dumb fuck. That's all. Google is just a search engine. It doesn't sit back. Merriam-Webster, whatever the other places are. Oh my god. This stupidity is just mind-boggling. But let's go.
Or how Merriam-Webster altered their definition of girl to include a person whose gender identity is female, essentially saying that men can claim to be women and therefore allow men to overtake women's.
So how does that take away from somebody that was born with a uterus? How does that take away? And the fact is, when you say girl, that is different from woman. Like, she's playing all of the scary ass hits. Oh no, then men is gonna be claiming to be little girls. Like, no, how? Fuck. Like, this fear mongering shit is unfucking believable. Because you know what it is? It's you need to make other people feel good about themselves by shitting on other people. The shit is just crazy. But let's continue.
Spaces with no questions asked, because hey, it's the same thing apparently. Whoever has the most money has the most power to redefine our language, which is common practice in social engineering. But
wait, so whoever has the most money has the power to redefine our language. Elon Musk is not a liberal. Mark Zuckerberg sure isn't a liberal. Fucking Jeff Bezos isn't a liberal. If you look, the most of the billionaires and millionaires are some sort of breed of conservative. They're not liberal. They're not liberal in their policy. They may say, well, yeah, we don't want to severely persecute gay people. We don't severely want to persecute trans people because we need them to make money. That's it. You think it's from actual some belief? No, they want to sell to people. Okay, let's go. Wow.
more on that.
I'm still waiting on that standard. We're 5 minutes into a 15-minute video. I'm still waiting on that standard.
Some other time. So if we can't rely on our own feelings to define love, nor can we rely on the dictionary, how can we understand love's true meaning? Well, my friends, I have a solution to this, and I'm going to start by reading what I believe to be the one and only true definition of love. Here we go. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love...
Alright, we're gonna go full motherfucking edgy ass atheist on this one, right? She's reading the Bible. The Bible. This is full of edgy ass atheists right here. And look, come closer. Yahweh is not a loving God. You want to know why? Because he's going to save you from the shit that he's going to do to you if you don't fucking believe and worship him. That's not love. That's abuse. I'm sorry to tell you that. That's not love. That's abuse. And to anybody who thinks that's love, well, you're an abuse apologist. But let's get back to this shit. I knew she was going to go to the Bible. I knew she was going to go to the Bible. Okay. Shit. Let's go. What's up, Joe? Let's go.
It does not envy. It does not boast. It is.
I'm a jealous God. Wait. Love is patient. You don't do the shit that I want you to do, I'm going to send you to hell for eternity. Love is kind. If you don't do the shit that I want you to do, I'm going to send you to hell for eternity. And you make fun of me, I'm going to send you to hell for eternity. Wait. Does not envy. I'm a jealous God. Don't put any other gods before me. It's not boastful. Where were you when I laid the foundations of the world? Which implies that the world is sitting on 4 pillars because it's flat. Like, love is not proud. Wow. Okay. Let's see.
It's not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not
really. Okay, let's go.
self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no.
I feel like, see, I try to steer my channel away from the religious shit, but this shit, like, this is baby's first Bible verse, like, 2 Corinthians, not 2 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, and it's just like, I've like, you citing Paul, and again, I try not to be that atheist, but like, this shit, like, no, Gothix, no, baby girl, no, no,
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
But let her go ahead and just like give her a little bit more rope. Let her get.
No records of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices in the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes.
Wait, didn't in Isaiah Yahweh say all good and evil comes from him? I
Hopes and always perseveres. This definition that I just read comes right out of the Bible, specifically 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 through 7. So with this in mind, how do we know that God's definition of love is the true and only definition?
Because he doesn't go by it himself. He doesn't go by it himself. He supersedes his own shit. He does. This is why I have so many issues with Christians that don't actually read the Bible that tells you how to live. This is why. Because they don't read the Bible. They have no idea what the Bible actually says. But they tell you how to live. But let's continue.
How do we know that this definition is the constant standard that we need? We determine this by applying the same values to our own life. So, let's review this definition and see if we can determine if there's truth to it by using examples that most of us have probably experienced in our lifetime.
What we determine by the truth is seeing who actually made the rule can actually follow the rule. If you make a rule that you can't follow, then the rule is bullshit. Because there is, let he who has no sin cast the first stone. I believe I heard that from somebody. But let's continue.
Here we go. Love is patient and love is kind. When you love someone, you will be patient with them because patience involves time, and time is also free. Kindness ties right into this concept because while some people will give their time or give their patience, some people might also express aggravation or annoyance.
Why does this sound like... I'm sorry. Why does it sound like "Stop Picking on Me," the religious version? Like, this is literally sounds like, well, you need to be patient and kind and just allow me to say what I want to say without arguing with me. Like, remember when Gothix made this video? It was like, well, made that video, which is like, well, people be taking my videos and reviewing me and interrupting me mid-sentence. And the fuck? Okay. This is, don't question anything that I have to say. If you question anything that I have to say and you disagree with me, you hate me. That's all this is. But let us let her continue.
An example of this would be a parent helping their child with math homework, but after 20 minutes of trying to help, they become frustrated and annoyed because the process is taking too long and little Timmy just isn't getting it. Now, this...
I don't know why she doesn't get the fact that her religion is like, after that 20 minutes and little Timmy is still not getting it, the parent takes the kid, throws little Timmy in a fucking ocean and says, because you didn't get the shit right, die. Like, that's literally what your deity actually acts like. You made a mistake, you're not getting it in the time that I want you to get it in, die. Forever. Drown. Forever. She doesn't get it. She doesn't really get it. But her deity is patient.
This isn't to say the parent doesn't love their child, but from the child's perspective, it's likely they'll start to feel like a burden or disappointment or think that they can't go to their parents for help. Here's the next part. Love does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. Now, this isn't to say you can't change your relationship status on Facebook, but what are the true intentions behind publicizing every single thing you do in the name of love? Or
Wait, what? That's not what that means. Oh my God. Give stupid people a Bible and they will figure out some of the dumbest shit to say. I swear. It's not about boasting that, hey, I have a relationship. No, it's the, look what the fuck I did for you. Look what I did for you. You better be appreciative because I did it for you. That's literally what Paul was saying. Even though he was talking about a deity who constantly held over your head, that he saved you from the shit that he's gonna do to you because he was mad at you. But this chick took it to Facebook status, bragging that you're in a relationship. How fucking dumb are you? And she's looking like, nailed it. This is the I nailed it face. Look at it. This is the nailed it. I don't even know anymore. Like, how do you be so secure, so smug in your ignorance of the actual content, context of the text, that you don't understand that that's not what that was about? Let's let her finish.
Or expecting that out of someone else. Think of it this way. During one of my previous relationships, I remember feeling unimportant because my boyfriend at the time would never post about me on social media, but all the other couples I knew were posting about each other all the time. That was
She did take it to Facebook. Oh wow. She took it to Facebook. I knew she was dumb, but this is fucking unbelievable. Oh wow. Okay, shit. I feel like I'm being ableist because I'm picking on somebody that is definitely mentally unwell. All right, let's go.
And I also became paranoid that his lack of public affection was a way to make himself look available to other women. Long story short, I was right. That said, if I had a true understanding of what love meant from the get, I would have been able to recognize early on that what we were feeling for each other wasn't love at all. Now, fast forward to the marriage I had with my husband. He also never posted about me when we started.
Oh, so I guess they did get married. Wow. Hope it doesn't sound like Emerald's husband. Let's go.
Started dating. Thanks, babe. But the difference here is that I didn't feel any sense of paranoia that he was cheating on me because he exemplified what love was in other areas of our relationship. Now, as amazing as...
Source, please. I fucking made it up! Okay, let's go.
My husband is, if I had started posting about him with the intentions of rubbing it in my ex-boyfriend's face, then that would be pride and boasting. Here's the next part.
But that's not what that means! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, okay, let's go.
Love doesn't dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrongs. One of the most asinine things that our culture has normalized is this idea that it's normal to be constantly fighting with your significant other. Yuck. Disagreements are one thing, but fighting?
Does she fancy herself some new age pastor that doesn't know shit about... That doesn't know shit about the text? Let's go back to that point she said again. And let's get back to that point. Does not dishonor others. Does not is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. First of all, I'm pretty sure that the tax... She's muscling into Dr. Laura's territory. I'm pretty sure that the text doesn't actually break down this way, and I'm just too lazy to look it up. But again, it talks about patience. It talks about, and then like she's not even putting like the full breakdown of the quote when it's talking about charity. That's what it's really talking about. It's the word for charity, not love. Charity. That's the most dishonest way that she's trying to spin this shit. It's talking about charity. It's not talking about a romantic love. It's literally talking about a brotherly love. People that you take care of. Actually creating a welfare state. That's what this shit is looking about. It is not... Okay, I'm getting off topic. I'm getting stung line. Because this chick is so fucking stupid. But let's go.
Doesn't dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrongs.
So, what that phrase is actually saying is that when people hurt you, you don't remember it again. Not like her deity. What that is saying is when you do something for somebody that you claim to love, it's not something that you say, you brag about because you want to show them. Because if you're doing that, you're doing it for your own self-serving reasons. That's what this whole thing is about. It's about charity. And oh my God, I should have caught that at the beginning. It's about charity. This isn't about love. It is about charity. But charity is a dirty word to conservatives like Gothix because charity means the welfare state. And if you don't work, you don't eat type bullshit. But let's go.
One of the most asinine things that our culture has normalized is this idea that it's normal to be constantly fighting with your significant other. Yuck. Disagreements are one thing, but fighting? I've been in relationships where ex-boyfriends and I would get into screaming matches, calling each other names, bad-mouthing the other person to our friends, and bringing up things that either of us did previously, even after apologizing.
Then you shouldn't be in a relationship with them. That's just an easy sell. You shouldn't be in a relationship with somebody if you're going to keep bringing up shit like that. That is not a healthy relationship. I don't get that part. All right, let's go.
For those situations. And of course, when I would talk about this to my friends, they've all gone through the same thing. It's normal. Fighting is fine. Huh? As for love not being self-seeking, a perfect example of this would be what most people call virtue signaling. Constantly
No. Why is she making herself so much of a victim? That's not what that means. That is literally for the person that you quote-unquote love. You tell them, I did this for you, I did that for you. That's not virtue signaling. That's holding what you did over somebody's head. Why are you this dumb? All right, let's go.
publicizing that you've done something good looks a lot more like self-aggrandizement because a lot of people want to be recognized for their good deeds or want people to perceive them as a good person, which is actually quite selfish because love doesn't require an audience, nor does it need reciprocation. Loving someone with the expectations of getting something in return or being applauded is a way of saying that you actually love yourself. Here's the next part.
Okay, so yeah, that's half points for right. Okay. All right, let's go. If a monkey hoarded bananas that it could eat while most of the other monkeys starve, scientists will try to figure out what's wrong. When humans do it, they put them on the cover of Forbes. That is true. That is fucking true. And yeah, that is true. And again, it goes back to the sense of charity. But let's go.
Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. In my opinion, this is a huge one, probably the biggest one. Because if you love someone, you're going to tell them the truth, regardless of how painful the truth might be.
Didn't, at the beginning of this whole triad, here, where I'm at, 1014. Wait, here, wait. Love is patient. Love is kind. Gothix, don't you get? Oh, it's only telling them the truth. It's not unkindness when you're just telling them the truth, right? This is why you don't let people that are stupid try to, perform an exegesis on the Bible. It is a mental illness. It is. People just don't like doing it because they want to have it. They want to do it themselves. That's the real reason. That's the real reason. It's not. It is a mental illness where you think that you need to hoard wealth or other people will actually take it from you. It is a mental illness. It's called paranoia. And yes, people do it because a lot of people put up with it because they have that same mental illness.
Objective truth, by the way, not your made-up truth. Lying is so selfish because it acts as a shield for someone trying to avoid shame or guilt, but it also is selfish because the focus is always inward as opposed to how these lies could impact someone else. When you love someone, you're putting their needs first. Therefore, lying is contradictory to love.
Oh, okay. One question though. What's objective truth? And I'm not trying to do solipsism or some shit like that, but what's objective truth? What's objective truth? What's in the Bible? Is that what you're going to say? You know, the book that says that the earth sits on 4 pillars and has a crystal dome over the top of it? Or that was made in 6 days, what people calculate 6,000 years ago. Objective truth, right? Objective truth.
For example, it's becoming increasingly common for people to affirm the lie that men can be women and women can be men.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So, if you want to state, and let me just kind of dress up the argument a little bit. If you want to state that people with penises cannot be female, that's an objective truth. Because people with penises are, by definition, not female. But when you talk about people with penises being women and the standards that we grant to women, that's a truth, Gothix. Just because you're so limited that you are limited to what you grew up with, you were raised with, that you don't know that there have been multiple cultures since the dawn of fucking human existence that have seen more than 2 genders, then that's a problem with your limitations. However, if you want to talk about two sexes, then you're still fucking wrong because intersex people exist. Now, I get your dumbest fucking rocks, and you have to believe that things need to just be simple because any other time it is more than just two things. You start smelling fucking copper and you start smelling smoke and tasting copper in your mouth because your brain is fucking overloading, then that's a you problem. Facts don't care about your feelings. But let's go.
And because these people hold a false definition of love, they believe that it's hateful to disagree with them or tell the truth. Now, whenever I make...
Wait, but then she just made that point, that argument earlier. She made that argument. She literally made that argument that... Does she have a false sense of love? Wait, where did she make that argument? That when people were actually talking bad about her... here, I'm at 10:58. What was that?
False idea of what love actually entails. I mean, just think back to high school. I'm sure most of...
Here. Where, is it here?
...needs a standard. Without a standard, without a constant standard. Again, it's okay to love someone that you're not intending on being romantic with, but without a standard... YouTube, I used to be a Twitch streamer, and I'll never forget the time I went to TwitchCon and was approached by a bunch of people who were so excited to meet me and take photos with me, but not before expressing how much they loved me. Again, it's okay to love someone that you're not intending on being romantic with, but without a standard, how can we understand what these people actually meant?
Now listen
Long
to this.
story short, the more I became vocal about my political convictions, the more my existing audience started to turn on me. It eventually became popular to hate and publicly condemn me as anti-black, transphobic, racist, pretty much any insult you can think of. So in retrospect, did they really love me? Or did they love the feeling of self-importance and relevancy that they got from saying, OMG, I met Gothix, she's like my BFF?
So you're holding yourself to the same standard that you held them to. How do people not realize, like, are these people who watch her brains, like, their attention span is so short, they don't realize the shit she says?
The truth. Now, whenever I make a distinction between men and women, I'll usually get the response, well, why do you care? To which I respond, why don't you care? Because
yeah, why do you care? Don't ask the question, why do you care? Why do you care? Why do you care? Is it that if you believe that people with penises can be considered women and people with vaginas can be considered men? Are you going to be tempted to eventually say that you're a man? Why do you care? And I'm just stuck on that. Why do you care? Why is that an issue with so many conservatives? Why do they care of how other people act as long as they're not hurting anybody and whatever they're doing is with consenting adults? Why do they care? Maybe she's going to tell us.
Because again, if someone claims to love another person, then they should always lead with truth because it's the truth that will ultimately set them free.
Oh, it's just about being cruel. It's just about being cruel. You're not doing what I want you to, so I'm going to make you feel bad. Is that what it is? But let's go.
The truth is painful. One needs to persevere through that pain in order to overcome adversity and grow as a person. So, by affirming the lie that a biological man is actually a woman, you've then robbed that person an opportunity to actually treat their gender confusion, which has been known to lead to increased rates of suicide, self-harm, gender reassignment.
They always cite that study, but they never cite the fact that when people aren't allowed to transition, it is more harmful. They just want to be fucking cruel. I don't get the whole idea of just wanting to be fucking cruel to tell somebody, you better be what I tell you to be. I just don't get that. Why do you need that? Like, why do you need that? Is it because you feel that you made the choice that everybody else makes, and when somebody makes a different choice, then you're sad because, no, they should do it just like, they should fall in line like everybody else? Alright, let's go.
Complications and misdiagnosis of mental health. Not to mention the societal impact it has as a result of expecting half the population to follow suit by lying in order to affirm another person.
What? And Gothix wonder why I gave her the gender it. Because this is just bullshit. This is bullshit. Because all people are saying is, don't be an asshole. But you want to be an asshole and you want to blame it on, well, I'm just telling the truth like any good Christian. Oh, shit. Let's go.
Person's gender confusion. Not only that, affirming this lie also hurts the person saying it because they've allowed themselves to abandon reason because they're more concerned about their own societal reputation and are likely to continue lying in order to cover up the previous lie. If you love someone, you're gonna persevere through all the vitriol thrown at you if it means the truth will benefit those who hear it. Which
I'm done. I'm fucking done. A Christian is gonna tell somebody, and not even a new Christian, is going to tell somebody about truth. Where's your God? Show me proof of your God. Show me objective proof of your God. I'm serious. Like, I'm an atheist. I'm an agnostic. I have no... If you show me proof, not innuendos, not, intuition, not, just... Oh, but see? Everything that has a beginning, everything that it is has a beginning. So we know that the universe had a beginning, so the beginning had to be started by something. Great. What was your God started as? Well, he didn't have a beginning. But I thought you just said everything that has a beginning. Where was your God being? God's beginning. Special plea. Anyway, I'm done with this shit. Like, share, and subscribe. We're going to cut this video segment here. Remember, I'm trying to get 800 subscribers by the end of the month. I am at 780. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube. I'm trying to get that 800 subscribers. And, yeah. Yeah, of course. And like this whole religious grift that she's been going on lately, I don't see, like, I don't think that people like her really realize that you're really pushing people away. A lot of these conservatives, they're becoming more agnostic. She's on the internet, and to hear some of the shit, like, when the last time you heard a fucking donkey talk? And I don't mean Trump, who's a jackass, talking, but like a literal donkey talking. No, you don't hear this shit. A lot of the fucking right-wing people, like, you can like look at the content that they fucking subscribe to now, that they actually watch now when it comes to fantasy shit. We don't live in a world where Judeo-Christian religion is pushed as much, or the stories are pushed as much. They're mostly used, like, literally, they're mostly used as props for other shows. Like, I get DC is more heavily Judeo-Christian religion, but Marvel's not. And you see all the conservatives just get mad that, Marvel is being too woke. I watch Francis and the Talking Bill movies on YouTube. Okay, we'll let that one slide. Oh God, let's go to the next video. All right. So this is gonna be interesting because I saw this and I was just like, all right, let's just listen to the video. So I saw this and I was just like, I don't know. Like, I just don't know. This shit makes no sense to me, okay? Alright, so if you know the Miggs Breyer's Young test about the whole introvert versus extrovert, thinking versus feeling, intuitiveness and shit like that. It's a lot of pseudoscience, and some of it is just not good. Like, it's not good at all. And the thing about it is, a lot of it is just not permanent. But you see this shit, and you just like, And so I guess this is a Sigma, what you would call a Sigma woman. I know it's stupid. And I just let's hear this. And incels, take note. Women are lonely too. It's not just men that's lonely. We live in a society that is fucking us all over. It's not just men that's lonely. But let's go.
INFJs are very rare, making up less than 3% of the INFJs are very rare, making up less than 3% of the population. They stand out as different from the norm and have their own unique set of strengths and challenges. Being an INFJ female is even...
Okay, they're talking extremely too fast, so let me just turn that back down. Let's go.
more rare and unique, especially when compared to other female types. INFJ females tend to be overlooked and misunderstood. As a result, they tend to be quiet and don't seem to mind being alone.
Like, this is just really just fem sales. Oh my god. This is make people that are, you know, so socially awkward feel good. Like, Okay. You know, sometimes we all put on mismatched socks because, you know, we couldn't find enough clean and we got to do laundry. But to wear that as a personality is stupid. To wear that, I'm different as a personality is fucking dumb. Trust me, there's somebody who's actually said that I'm different, but I don't you don't just wear that as I'm different. Ooh, personality. Yeah, they need to read Marx and Engels because our relationship to our jobs, our living conditions is making shit a lot worse. But no, it's because I'm quirky. No, that's not. All right, let's go.
Majority of the time. This is not to say they have nothing to say. They are highly intelligent and have rich imaginations. They just prefer to keep it hidden rather than be misunderstood.
Like, this is literally, you can plug in Sigma males into this shit. Okay. Oh, look at the interested woman in a nose ring. I'm sure they're watching some fucking auteur film. Like, no, if you're weird, newsflash, everyone is. But let's go.
Life for an INFJ woman can therefore be quite isolating. A lot of INFJ women struggle with friendships, especially female friendships. So let's explore 6 reasons INFJ women struggle with having friends. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. INFJ women are non-conforming. INFJ women tend to struggle with social norms and routines, especially as they usually see no point or use for them. The majority have learnt to adapt and can put on a good show of sociability, but it's not something that tends to come naturally to them. INFJ...
Okay, you're socially awkward. This is the same shit, and this is the bad part about it is, this is the same shit that you see those Sigma incel guys actually say. I don't... Wow, like, they don't get it, like, okay, alright, let's go.
Women spend most of their time in deep or complex thought, so menial or shallow conversations in everyday speech can seem frustrating and meaningless to them.
You just said socially awkward. Like, all I hear, and I'm not, trying to demean it, but it's just like, hey, I'm socially awkward. I don't understand holding to traditions, which no one should hold to traditions just because it's a tradition. But, like, all I'm seeing is socially awkward. Wow, okay, let's go.
Instance, small talk can start with how are you, and usually it's a rhetorical question, but for an INFJ woman, they are seeking an answer that is deep and true. They are genuinely waiting for a way to connect and so are not interested in just fine. Also, INFJ women prefer deep conversations to surface topics. However, they are also great at multitasking. They are very intuitive in examining their environment and picking up on cues and feedback from people in conversations. They can therefore be great at engaging in discussions that don't interest them, but it does come at a cost. It can be terribly exhausting to act up to people's expectations.
You're just an introvert that doesn't have that has an issue with social engagement. Guess what? There are a lot of introverts. Oh my God! This is trying to make my socially awkward self feel special. And you know what? I would feel some kind of way talking about this shit, but this is just film sale shit. I'm sorry. This is just film sale shit. If you... Oh, okay. I'll say that advice for a little bit later.
With maturity, INFJ women give up the need to conform, and as a result, they end up avoiding or engaging far less with people they can't be their full selves around. INFJ women have difficulty.
That's fine. You shouldn't be around people that you can't be your full self around, or you should limit that amount. Like, it's not special. It's just called being a human. Like, have these people ever been in a relationship? And I don't mean a romantic relationship, but just in a relationship with anybody. Friendship, siblinghood, child and parenthood. Like, no, that's just how life works. Well, let's continue.
Opening up. INFJs are one of the most reserved and private personality types for women. They can be very difficult to get to know. They value closeness in their relationships and can also be hurt.
Wait, why is they doing a close-up on her breast? I'm sorry. Okay, alright, let's go.
Easily. However, they tend to hide these feelings from others. INFJ women require understanding and support with their need to retreat and recharge, but not many people understand or respect this about them. This is why INFJ women are known as social chameleons and also known for not emotionally opening up. To avoid any further prodding.
Again, socially awkward. I just keep hearing socially awkward. And this is not to down the shit. I know I'm coming off really, really hard. And I don't mean to come off hard, but I'm just hearing socially awkward. Socially awkward. I need an excuse to be okay with my socially awkwardness. Alright, let's go.
From people asking them questions that will truly get down to their core. Kind of like a false layer of openness they give people, so they don't feel like they're completely closed off. However, this should not be mistaken for them opening up. It's only when someone understands their perspective and appreciates their strengths that they truly open up. INFJ women don't fit into gender norms. INFJ women don't tend to honor societal systems that hint at decisiveness. As a result, they have a tendency to be a bit more androgynous or have a more fluid affiliation to gender, where INFJ women can be seen as tomboys. In contrast, INFJ men can appear softer and more sensitive, compared to most men where the societal norm is macho.
Alright. God damn it. So they just called out the Sigma man. I don't. Oh my god. Don't they see that this is a problem that is happening when more people are socially awkward? As Joe pointed out, alienation is a problem that's happening for everybody, including like you incels. There are femcels as well. There's a thing where people are feeling more socially awkward and more socially alienated, that they just don't know how to interact with people. I love the internet, but sometimes the internet can cause loneliness, and it doesn't allow people to develop those tendencies that they need to be able to talk to people. But let's go.
INFJ women don't tend to fit into typical girl cliques seen in female friendships. They find other women too caught up in fitting their personalities into a gender mold that isn't authentic. They're more concerned with maintaining an unbiased view than living up to patriarchal views of femininity.
This just sounds like you can just switch out women and add men or Sigma men, and you have the same video. Alright, let's go.
Sometimes they wonder whether some women's behavior is to impress others or to sell an identity of who they are. Either way, they find it extremely hard to relate. For example, they might have tried to talk to their college roommate about their societal anxieties, and the response might have been to just drink another beer and get over it. From this interaction, they will then start to believe how they feel will never be shared and will begin to hide it from other women. INFJ women need to feel safe.
I think that everybody needs to feel safe. Alright, let's go.
Women value authenticity and loyalty in their relationships. They want to know for certain a friend will always have their back. Generally speaking,
what is this different from anybody else? I'm confused. Again, okay, let's go.
They feel unsafe when they perceive that others around them are acting in manners inconsistent with how they know them to be, or when unusual patterns of behavior recur in their environment. They're very attuned to even the slightest change in mannerisms and expressions of others, as well as when patterns of occurrences reach the point in which they statistically just can't be random. In general, INFJs strongly dislike surprises, preferring to know with at least a reasonable degree of certainty the course their lives will take. INFJ women therefore need reliability in their relationships in order to feel safe.
But doesn't everybody? I know, I'm not saying being boring. I'm just saying everybody needs reliability. What makes these women so special? other than their social awkwardness, which still isn't that special. But let's go.
They don't want to get close to people who deliberately hurt them, but even people
Who does? Okay.
who keep patting them accidentally aren't considered safe. Most INFJ women have been hurt often enough and deeply enough that they're very careful with who they allow into their lives. INFJs won't reveal themselves unless they think and feel that they're safe around someone in a physical, emotional, and intellectual sense.
Isn't that just called people? Alright, let's go. Oh God. Oh God. Let's go.
INFJ women don't like making the first move. INFJ women are perfectionists, so much so that it can be crippling. If they are certain a friend is into them, they're playing out every scenario in their head.
But I thought they weren't concerned with societal norms. Fuck! How many times do you say socially awkward? Alright, let's go.
And what strategy to use in each. This can be very time consuming, which may cause the interest the person has for them to wither away. INFJs live in the future so many times, the present will pass them by. Then there's the apprehension of being misunderstood or even taken advantage of because of their selfless nature. This can hinder them from taking action or pursuing an interest in a friendship. Sometimes the INFJ woman simply does not feel the same way, even though they will smile and subtly go along with the situation, which is misleading and not a good thing. They are possibly just being nice or trying not to let the person down too hard. INFJ women often put themselves in these inauspicious situations to make someone else feel comforted. INFJ women need patience. As mentioned,
Again, this just sounds like people. I'm so confused with this one. Maybe I don't understand because I'm an introvert myself, but like, this just sounds like being socially awkward. Alright, let's go.
Earlier, it often takes INFJ women a long time to open up to people. As they're trying to build trust and a closer friendship with someone, they need that person to be patient whilst they figure out whether or not they're safe. Even after the friendship has reached a comfortable stage, they will still require patience from that friend, especially when it comes to communication. INFJs in general often struggle getting their thoughts into words. They need someone that will understand and allow them to talk through things for a while before getting to their final feelings on something. They require people to not pressure them into quick decisions or expect them to give an opinion on an important topic
Again, this just sounds like somebody who's socially awkward or an introvert.
immediately. INFJ women are extremely supportive and empathetic people. These are amazing qualities for any friendship. When someone is in need, an INFJ woman is the type of person that will drop everything to help. They prioritize the people they love most and will push aside their own needs to comfort and care for another.
I will say this, and I'll say this. Social awkwardness is on a fucking rise. We're dealing with a lot of socially awkward people because of the rise of the internet and all that other good shit. And, it is something that is a problem. But the fact is, a lot of these people, to be very honest with you, a lot of these people, they just don't want to try. You know how you get over social awkwardness? You talk to people. You have a conversation with people. You learn how to interact with people. That's how you get over social awkwardness. You understand who these people are. You mingle. You talk to people without expectation. That's how you get over social awkwardness. Not this bullshit about, oh, you're so special because you don't know how to relate to people and you don't know how to talk to people and so you're reserved and that makes you special. No, that just makes you not knowing how to talk to people. And this is same for men, same for non-binary people. If you are socially awkward, you only get over it by talking to other people. And yes, not every conversation is a fucking home run. Sometimes you strike the fuck out. But that is the nature of interacting with people. That's how people are. This whole I need to feel special because I'm different type shit. Yes, we all are unique. We all are different. But you're not any more special than anybody else. each one of us have a special string, a special note to fit in this grand symphony of life. Even though some people are just fucking toxic, and they still have some value. But anyway, like, share, subscribe, and all that other good shit. And we're gonna cut this video segment here. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that, guys. It's like around this time of night, my sinuses just start draining in. Sometimes it leaves me kind of tired. Sometimes once I blow, I can actually just get over it. But yeah, that's a thing that happens. Oh, God. Here, what did Joe said? Hold on.
My first video on marks and goddamn, you know what? If 1/10 of the time that people talked out of their ass about Marxism and instead read actual Marx, the world would be a very different place.
Oh yeah, there we go. Alienation is causing a lot of social awkwardness, and we're gonna do that video. I saved it, and we're gonna actually take care of that. Oh God. All right, so, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Oh God. I'm sorry about that, guys. Just had to clear my fucking sinuses. One of the advantages of a course comparing Marx to Australian School of Economics. I had to clear my sinuses. Laissez-faire. Austrian. What did I say? Australia. Wow, yeah. Whew. I think I'm gonna actually go back to some of those Richard Wolf segments. Those are those are actually pretty good. I think I stopped doing them because I don't know. It's just like I don't even get economic update in my feed anymore. So I think I'm gonna actually just start having to go back and do that. Oh God, I was able to clear up a little bit more of my sinuses, and it's just like, yeah, this shit is just like, especially after talking all day, it's like towards the end of the night, that's when my sinuses started draining. But yeah, sure. All right. Let's get to the next video. So, what do you think is causing a lot of these red pill guys to actually get really, really popular, but get so popular really quick that they're like they're starting to get deplatformed? Well, mediocre reviews and tutorials has an idea. Tutorials and reviews. He has an idea. And he thinks that live streaming is the reason why it's killing the manosphere. And you guys, he may actually be right. I'm actually going to give him some credit on this one because look at what happened with Tate. He got too quick, too fast, and his live streaming, especially that live stream with Hassan, literally gave him too much of an audience, and look what happened. But let's hear what this man has to say.
Guys, buckle up. This is going to be a very interesting conversation, but I think that's one that's particularly appropriate considering the times that we are in right now. The past 3-ish years have been extremely interesting in a strange place on YouTube. Pre-COVID, I want to say I had somewhere between 10 to 15,000 subscribers, and now I'm sitting at a little over 500,000 subscribers, which is absolutely unbelievable. But there's one thing that I've learned on my time here on YouTube that I wanted to share with you guys here today. And it's the concept that looking at things over a screen, looking at things over a monitor is a lot different than dealing with those things, those situations, and those scenarios in real time. In reality. In real life. For example, and I'm going to use a very crude example right now, the porn industry. Love it or hate it, the fact remains is that it's some of the most viewed content, it's some of the most visited sites that exist on this planet, okay? Within that being said, what you're fundamentally doing is you're watching a dude plow a young woman. Now, digitally, it's extremely viewed. But would you actually want to be in a room watching a dude do that to another woman as you sit over in the corner and watch it? More than likely, no. Ergo, my point, right? I think that this misalignment between between what is conveyed to you digitally in the privacy of your own home versus how you should think, feel, and act towards situations in reality has caused for issues within the space. Now, I mentioned this before. I consider men's content on the internet to be what is referred to.
Oh my God, I've been muted for this whole time. So basically, what I was trying to say is that, like, this motherfucker is just kick shaming. Why is you yucking somebody's yum? Like, why wouldn't you? Like, some people are okay with being voyeurs. Like, that's a thing that happens. Going to a swingers party is a thing that people do. Being part of, oh my God. All right, let's go.
Back in my MBA class, I don't mean to get technical, but a blue ocean. A blue ocean market is one of which has relatively little to no competition, has a well-defined niche, has a well-defined customer base, and a relatively low barrier to entry. And because mainstream media has completely ignored men's content, more than likely because men just don't spend as much money as women, in conjunction.
Bullshit. Wait, bullshit. Wait, what are you talking about? I literally have a PlayStation 5. I bought 2 PlayStation 4s. I have TVs, dual monitors, fucking computer. No, men spend as much money as women do. That is a thing that happens. Why are you so down on men? Why do these red pill channels just shit on men and make them think that they're just the worst thing in the world? All right, let's go.
The current woke narrative that has such a stranglehold on our modern day society today, which can deem male-focused content as being problematic because it doesn't put on a pedestal the way that a man might think, and instead tries to weaponize his mindset into being toxic or chauvinist or...
Wait, that's not what happens. That's not what happens. Look, there are a lot of men on YouTube, BreadTube, that have men-focused channels. That doesn't mean, no, what you mean you don't fuck is that, oh, yeah, I am, they talk bad about men and the things that I consider masculinity is a real thing when no, you have your own measure of masculinity. And just because I say some shit that may hurt people's feelings, you're just down and all man. No, you don't represent me. Your shit, your bullshit don't represent me. Just like what I do probably don't represent you. But let's continue.
Misogynistic. This in conjunction with the decentralized nature of the internet and with the proliferation of video content platforms such as YouTube has increased the widespread nature of all of the information within this blue ocean. Now, within this blue ocean has been several eras of manosphere content. Now, it started roughly 10 to 15 years or so ago with MRAs, men's rights activists.
And look what happened to them. They're still around. They look like losers now, and they're still around. But let's go.
And then transitioned sort of at the same time to PUAs, pickup artists, and then transitioned to this sort of dating coach community. And then a little bit after that, and kind of at the same time as well, it transitioned to where I started at, which is much more of this social commentary, dating commentary, relationship, marriage commentary.
In other words, I can't get a woman, so I'm going to be mad about it. Like, what the fuck? Like, my man, like, we can agree on marriage being stupid. I think it's stupid for a specific reason. I think limiting yourself to one person and forcing that person to only pay attention to you and only give you the attention and only feel your needs is fucking stupid, regardless of it's sexual or not. I think it's fucking stupid. But you, on the other hand, think that marriage is bad because a woman just wants to take my money. No, that's not how this shit works. That's not how any of this shit works. But let's continue.
Commentary creating a burning platform using viral videos in order to paint a picture or to tell a story regarding issues impacting or affecting men. All right. Now, what's interesting within that is that I was actually the first content creator that consistently brought women right next to me onto the channel and would have discussions regarding all of the content that was deemed manosphere. And trust me when I say I received a ton of hate for it.
Yeah, you dumb fuck. So you brought all women to a channel where lowly men watch and get to talk bad to these women. Of course your channel's gonna roll. You fucking hate baiting. You are literally hate baiting. Like, oh my god. Okay. Story time. So, as some of you know, I actually do reviews of red pill guys, shocking, and how they react with media and shit like that. Do you know I sometimes do videos on people knowing that their fans are gonna cut for me because I want to get hate clicks. I want to get hate clicks. It is something that I do to make you motherfuckers feel bad. And of course I want to change some of you guys' mind, but I do it for that. I'm out and out admitting this shit. Sometimes I make videos, not just for my subscribers, not just for the people who subscribe to my Twitch or Patreon. By the way, subscribe to my Twitch or Patreon. But for you motherfuckers that will get butthurt, I do that. And it's fun. But let's continue.
Like, a lot of goddamn hate for it, but it was what it was. I thought it was an interesting style of content that I thought it was important to bring in the other side of the equation of what all of this content was saying in order to battle test or to pressure test the concepts that was being taught. Each era of this manosphere content wouldn't have existed without the previous era. So what's the era after my era? Well, it was...
I wonder how much he had to pay for him. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. I wonder how much he had to pay for him. If you bring in so many people in your videos that you're, doing all this shit for, how much did you have to pay that? Like, I mean, like, do you do Fiverr and just like hire somebody? Like, okay, let's go.
It was live streaming. R.I.P. to Kevin Samuels. But what he did was genius. He leveraged the idea of taking these men's talking points in conjunction with the idea to bring women into the space to confront their unrealistic standards and expectations regarding men, and he married those things together, and he did it live. It truly shook up everything. It was truly a sight to behold and to witness, and it forever changed the...
And it also brought too much attention that was calling for people to get banned. Yeah, that's what happened. And when Kevin Samuels died, because, even though he was skinny and he was rich because of the money, he died of a fucking heart attack inside his vagina. Okay, let's go.
Landscape. And also, it ushered in this content in this general men's space into the mainstream. Kevin's approach galvanized a conversation that men and women needed to have, a conversation that our society...
What conversation? What was the conversation that they needed to have? Please tell me. What was the conversation that men and women needed to have? Can you tell me?
Needed to have, and it put into question a lot of these mainstream woke ideas that have permeated throughout our society for decades, all within the ideals of trying to heal the wound.
What ideas did it put out there? What ideas did it destroy? I'm so confused. Please, the source, just trust me, bro. Like, what ideas did he put out there in conversations that we need to have? What? Fat shaming people? We've been having that conversation for years. What then? Women have too much choice? We've been having that conversation for years. And no, women don't have too much choice. Shit, they don't have enough choice to be who the fuck they want. But let's go.
Created by a society that had not looked within itself and critiqued itself because it would hurt somebody's feelings. And although you may disagree with Kevin, the things that he would say out of his mouth, you'd be hard pressed to disagree and say that they were completely and utterly untrue. But the one...
So just because you don't out and out totally 100% reject somebody's what they're saying, then they must be some kind of right? No, that's not how it works. If you and I are having an issue and we're talking about a problem, we can agree on a problem, but the most important thing that we agree with that we should address are the solutions. That's what we should address, the solutions. We can say, yes, men are lonely. Yes, men are having problems with harming themselves. But what are the solutions? Get the bitches back into the kitchen? That sounds fucking stupid. But of course, people like this don't understand because they don't want choice for women. They want a woman to actually not have a fucking choice. Because that means that she gets to choose for whatever's lying the fuck around. Even losers.
One thing that Kevin was extremely criticized for, and I think he actually did a really good job of circumventing because he had his own platform where he can address these particular issues, was what he was saying, how he was saying it, which made it particularly polarizing. Then after Kevin's highest point came the Fresh and Fit Boys. A little bit later after that began the rise of Andrew Tate, and then eventually Sneeko. And with them came even more live streams, came even more polarization.
All right, like, there is videos out there of Fresh and Fit being totally motherfucking awkward with women. Like, even Alba and Preach talked about how they're just so fucking awkward, and the fact that they have money and that's the reason why they get so many women around them is fucking unbelievably crazy. But let's go.
Came even more eyes on the sector and more community guideline strikes. But throughout all eras of the content that I'm speaking about, in the history that I speak about them with, one thing that's remained consistent as the content has evolved and has iterated on itself over time, and that is the terms red pill and manosphere. I actually had a conversation with Kevin a few months before he passed, and I asked him flat out, I said, hey, brother, listen, do you consider yourself a manosphere or a red pill channel? And he immediately said no. He explained that because he had no control over those two words and the branding and the image of it as...
But he felt into the spirit of it. Like, no pun intended. Like, he felt into the spirit of it. Oh my God, of course he would say no. Hey, are you a dangerous drug dealer? No, I just give people dreams. Like, the fuck, of course, the person who is pushing negative, toxic shit are... Hey, do cigarettes actually hurt and kill people? Why would you say that? Cigarettes aren't... Like, no, that's just the nature of this bullshit. But let's continue.
It is taken different ways by different content creators all over in the space. He said he wants nothing to do with them. Now, mind you, in my mind, as I'm listening to Kevin speak, I'm like thinking good, because I was thinking the exact damn thing. Because
So in other words, shit, I gotta distance myself from these motherfuckers. They not part of my group. Do you have no association with me? Like, yeah, no, that... All right, let's go.
Fact remains is that all of the bucketing or the overlapping or the generalizations made regarding red pill or regarding manosphere has created a convoluted definition. I mean, you got some people that will say red pill just has to do with the movie The Matrix. You got others that liken it to, you know, a political term. And then you got others that'll say that it has to do with dating and female nature. You got others that'll just say it's just about understanding the truth. And then within that, you're going to get those that's going to say it's chauvinistic, it's incel material. But then also you get tech giants and then government entities that correlate it to right-wing, white supremacy, extremist groups that are conspiracy theorists. But
yes, because they're part of your dumbass movement. Wow, I can't. Do you not think it's a terrorist attack when somebody, you know, rents a van and drives into people because they're mad because they can't get a woman to touch their pee-pee? Or shoot up a yoga studio because they're mad because they're attracted to a woman? You don't think that's a terrorist attack, dog? You literally, people that have manifestos that say, like, because I didn't get my pee-pee touched, I'm mad, so I'm going to show them, I'm going to show the world how bad they treated me. That's a terrorist attack, dude, against civilians at that. But let's go.
With these negative brand associations, which have clearly reached as high as the Senate right now, the banning of Andrew Tate as well as Sneeko is an attempt to draw a clear line in the sand of what is to be tolerated and what is to be not. I think.
Yes, saying that you should beat women should not be tolerated. That's not a thing. Would they ever look? When these motherfuckers bring up that, oh, these people were banned, they never talk about what they were banned about. If you actually heard somebody say, yeah, Andrew Tate became banned because he was advocating for putting a woman in his place, a woman in her place, excuse me, banning him for videos that surfaced and saying that, yeah, he was an abuser. How could you identify with that? Like, this is what I don't get. I don't identify with an abuser. I don't. We literally have a video on this channel, where Andrew Tate said if he had the powers of Spider-Man, then he would be like, come here, bitch, give me that sex. Like, he literally made that video. And you're saying that, oh, well, he was just banned because he was conservative. No, he broke TOS. There is a TOS. Dog, there is a TOS. And if you violate TOS, you're fucked. Sneeko, same thing. He did COVID denial. Fucking COVID denial. I made a video talking about how bad COVID denial was, and I got a fucking strike on my channel. There are terms and conditions of service. What part of that, just because you say something doesn't mean, like, these are not fucking government entities. These companies are corporations and they're looking to make money. And if you're doing something to scare away their advertisers, then you're fucked. But let's continue.
I think Andrew Tate was banned for a variety of reasons. I think, first and foremost, he was growing way too fast. And at the same time, he did far too little to address the allegations that were against him. And at the same time, he did far too little to address the out-of-text clips that were obviously used to paint him within an extremely negative light.
So he broke TOS, and then he didn't say anything about the TOS that he broke. He broke TOS. Okay, alright, wow. That's the thing. He broke TOS. Okay, let's go.
At the same time, he's entertaining, and I think he's playing a character for a lot of the most egregious things that he was saying. But see, I would look at his content and be like, oh, he's trolling right there. Oh, he's trolling right there. Oh, like he's telling a joke right there. But other people just didn't get that. At the same time, he didn't have his own platform in order to address all of what I just mentioned before. Sneeko's banning, I think, is a little bit different. I think that the straw that broke the camel's back was the anti-Semitic mocking that happened during that clip that was played on the Senate room's floor right before the head of product at YouTube had to get up and speak to it. But I do think that they were watching his content, because there's a component of his content that I am now aware of that gets a little bit conspiracy theorist, right? It gets
COVID denial. Yes. He was doing COVID denial. Why don't you want to say that shit? See, here's the thing with a lot of these motherfuckers. They don't want to give you actual set on things that they did. The fact is, Andrew Tate had videos where he was promoting violence against women. And he said, I moved to Romania because of the SA laws were more lax. He literally says that. We have that shit on video. Alright, let's go.
It's a little bit Alex Jonesy, anti-government. Which, by the way, if you are anti-government, that's one of the quickest ways to get your channel.
No. There are anti-government people all the time. There are literally anti-government people all the time. He was doing COVID denial. It wasn't just anti-government. It was COVID denial. Alex Jones, he literally was defaming people. Don't just minimize the shit that they do. Say it. Because you know if you say the shit, you know if you actually say, well, this is exactly what he said, this shit sounds horrible. But let's continue.
Up for banning, because anti-government can quickly be folded into the bucket of conspiracy theorists, and conspiracy theory is clearly outlined within the YouTube policies regarding community guideline strikes. So in short, live streaming has killed the manosphere.
I hope it does. I fucking hope it does. Because there's so many people that should not try to fucking live stream at all. They should not try live streaming. They need the power of an editor. So many people that need that. So many people. Both on the right and the left. I'm looking at you, FD Signifier. I'm looking at you. You need the power of a fucking editor. Okay. I'm sorry. Let's go.
In the moment, off the cuff, statements that can easily be taken out of context were sensationalized, and then were deemed as radical. I think what the recent bannings have proven is that there is a cost to growing too fast while holding on to your particularly polarizing ideologies. And as content creators and live streamers that are looking at their analytics, you can receive this false positive from the viewers that are watching your content of what they want to see more like, and it causes you to constantly risk it in order to achieve the analytics biscuit. But what I think content creators is...
It's called marketing. Do you think your ideas should be out in the mainstreams? Should be covered that way? Or you think your ideas should be learned in the darkness? At the cover of night? Like, the fuck? Okay. I hope my fucking channel blows the fuck up. I do. But you know what I don't do? Say some shit that is hateful or judgmental or well, I fucking say judgmental shit all the time. Conspiratorial. I don't. I have no problem with saying the shit that I say to you in real life, in front of other people. I have no problem with it. But you think, because a lot of these guys are just fucking blowhards and they need the power of an editor in order to say, well, we should have said that. It's like that fucking Kanye videos, like where they really found out some of the shit that he says. Yeah, live streaming is detrimental to fucking idiots. But let's continue.
As well as their audience members need to understand is that the higher the influence, the more risk of being polarizing, and the more important it is to frame out and articulate your words succinctly. In short, I believe that if you have particular influence within your space and you're not just on your own website somewhere on the internet and you're using someone else's platform, you must yield your influence with great responsibility and understand that this is not free speech up here. Because see,
almost as if it's TOS, and these free speech only applies to the government limiting your speech. It's almost okay. Let's go.
There's a free speech, and then there is a tolerable speech, and that tolerable speech is different from platform to platform to platform. With, from my eyes, it seems TikTok has the most intolerable speech. But depending upon the platform of that tolerable speech, your speech will be supplanted by the ruling ideology of that company. And if your speech is not valued by that ruling ideology, or if you don't toe the line enough, then you won't last. So
I mean, like, almost as he gonna start breaking out to a specific question. Like, the fuck out of here. You have terms of service. We literally have terms of service. You can always click that YouTube terms of service and see what you can and can't put up. Why is that such a fucking problem for you? Okay. And for the people, okay, let's go.
In short, you gotta learn how to play the fucking game. This is tactical, and your rhetoric can potentially give up location. And now it's raining napalm. Anyone with that branding association, as we talked about before, is now guilty by association. But trust and believe, what I'm describing to you guys right now is just
police your own community. Then police your own community. Stop having the people say the stupid shit that they say. Police your own community. Fuck, I'm a leftist and I'm trying to police my own community. But you don't want to because you believe in this shit. But let's go.
It's not on YouTube. It's literally every professional, every business setting or entity that exists in this world. There's none that just simply tolerates anything and everything that you want to come out of your mouth. There's decorum, there's normalcy, there's customs that you must adhere to in order to survive.
All right, yeah, this is bullshit. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I do agree that, like, corporations don't just let you say what the fuck you want to say. That is fucking true. So maybe you should actually look into why they're asking you to say that certain shit or do that certain shit. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but yeah. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. Help me hit that 800 subscriber count. And we'll cut the segment here. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, I think we had a good run tonight. My fucking allergies are like fucking with me right now. And yeah, let's cut the segment day. I'll catch you guys hopefully tomorrow. Depends on how I'm feeling. But anyway, guys, like, share, subscribe, all that other good shit. Thank you. Remember, touch titties, but always with consent. And yeah, let's take it away, Richard.
What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America? probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
Yeah. I'm probably afraid of that, because then people don't hate each other, then people start talking to each other, and then they start talking to each other, they find out who's the problem.
Which is?
Greedy people.
Greedy. I have a couple things I want to ask you there. Do you really think that some of the guys that you dealt with at NBC, no names, right? Because there's lawsuits for that too, that some of these guys really want to promote racism actively, or is it a subconscious?
I just think it's part of capitalism, is to promote racism, you know, right? In order to make things work. If you feel better because you're white and you can get a job, you use that. I mean, you know, I would.
Absolutely.
Say, I'm sorry, Jack, but shit, they say I'm white. I'm going to use this.
Right, absolutely.
Get this job. I'm hungry, you know. But, and that separates people. So they keep people separated, and that keeps them from thinking about the real problem. That's as simple as I see it. Probably it's not that simple, but...
Now, all right, you and I are about the same age, right? We're in our mid-30s. How long is it going to take before guys who think like you, and I say guys who think like me, people who don't want to have racism in the country, people who don't want to be oppressing any minority, whatever it is, sexual, whatever minority, really get into positions of power and can change things?
You can't get in a position of power, it seems, if you think like that. It seems that the only time you get in a position of power is if you're like the people that are in power. To me, I mean, that's the way it goes. I mean, people that get to become executives become like the people that were already executives.
I don't know, maybe...
They go in with good intentions, but it eats them up. It's like a cesspool, you know, it just gets on you and it starts
eating. The system levels them.
Pretty soon it's all gone.
Is that what a cesspool sounds like?
Yes.